I literally have put that in the song yesterday.
What? So? For needles?
I need a seamstress.
I need a seamstress. Heamstress. Beamstress. How you put that in a song?
Seamstress, you seem stressed.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't that. It definitely wasn't that.
Get on my motherfucking face. Please. Push the goddamn button.
And action.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Grae Area podcast.
Grae Area.
Yeah.
I am Shakoya D.
Sir Breezington here.
It's your boy Damani.
And if this is your first time joining us, this is a podcast about whatever we feel like talking about. It could be love, it could be life, it could be music, it could be anything or nothing at all. We have great conversations and we like to bring you guys in on those conversations. If this is not your first time here, welcome back. It's great to see you. And don't forget, while y'all here, new or returning, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And also, don't forget to join the Patreon. If you want to watch this podcast live and be a part of the conversation, if you want to get access to some other behind-the-scenes content and other stuff that we are currently working on, it is in the works. Definitely join our Patreon for the low price of $3 a month. You can be a part of the conversation. You can join us here, and also
We be here.
Yeah. And also I forgot the rest of my sentence. So what we talking about, y'all?
Today we are talking about threads. Yeah, I think we're gonna talk about threads.
That's fine. Yeah. So I guess I'll start it off since okay.
And then I was gonna say it may lead into
The other thing.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
threads. Thread it up.
Yeah. Threads, the Instagram's new Twitter, or
Yeah.
what? So yeah, I had all the. If you're not aware, Instagram made a new platform called Threads. Pretty much, it's Twitter. They're just stepping on Twitter's toes a little bit.
That's funny.
But yeah, so I wasn't even gonna sign in like right this second, but I was like, let me just see what it's looking like. So I signed in. It's like, all right, do you want to just import your old bio,
Import your old life.
yeah, to the new one. Pretty much that's what it was feeling like. So I was like, you know what? For the sake of the time, I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. Let me just get a lay of the land. Let me just import, keep it moving, hit next. And I was like, I don't have no new pictures. I'm about to stress about this right now. Boom. Asked me, do I want to just import all of your followers as well? My initial thought was, no. I'm just gonna follow the people I feel like following. And I was like, dang, this looks like a lot of people. I can't remember. I gotta remember people's like actual ad names and see if I still like. Do I actually remember? Do I want to see what you see your thoughts, whatever. So I was like, let me just hit follow. And then I hit follow, and then it literally looks exactly like Twitter. Like down to the way the pictures look, down to the hearts, the retweets or whatever.
Did they name the stuff different? Like
I didn't even get a chance.
Like rethread.
Yeah, but
that's probably what it
probably is what it is. I didn't actually get a chance to.
I would have sued them too.
But I didn't even get a chance to actually look at those parts, because I'm on there. The first thought that I had was, I follow these people on Instagram for a totally different reason than I follow people on Twitter.
Different than what's going on.
Yeah, because like I'm thinking about the kind of conversations that I enjoyed reading on Twitter and like just jumping into and some of the jokes, and the people that I follow on Instagram, not funny.
Yeah.
Right? They're just not funny. So I'm sitting there like, wow, I didn't realize like the medium that I met you in can make so much more of a difference on who I would actually follow. Like, these people I would follow because, hey, all right, we cool. Maybe we went to school together. Like your pictures, I'm supporting what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to what you're saying,
you don't care.
It's a lot different.
Yeah, I feel that. It's also like I think Threads came at a perfect time because I think a few days ago, right before Threads was announced, it might have been a day before or 2 days before, I had saw something that said, it might have been when I logged into Twitter or it might have been an article, but it said that now they're limiting the amount of tweets that you can see per day. So like if you're on a regular account, like not paid, then you can only see 300 tweets per day. And then if you are like, I guess the lower tier of being paid, then you can see like 500, and then if you're higher tier, you can see like, I guess, unlimited or something like that. I don't really remember.
What is that doing for
them?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. They're just trying to get people to pay.
Yeah, because they were in a hole.
Yeah, he bought the company when they were in the red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
So it's like now he's trying to figure out ways to monetize every aspect of it when it's like Twitter was not made for that. The people who are on there are not on there to pay for anything. Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons why people were on Twitter, because even years ago when Facebook randomly was like they gonna start charging people, it was random. It was like a random year that they was like it was like in March 24th, something, we're going to start charging y'all to be on Facebook. And then it was like, well, I'll just stay on Twitter. Like,
I'll just go back to regular.
Right, like something. But now he's trying to do that. So now it's like a thing where they're trying to monetize it. So you got to pay in order to have a verified account, right? So, like, there's 2 tiers with that now. So now people have blue checks and they also have gold checks, I noticed. So, like, and then I guess with that subscription, with you being verified, that helps you to be able to see more. I don't know. It's dumb. But I do want to check out Spills, though, because that's Black-owned. And he was the head of something on Twitter, is the one who made Spills. Him and another person from Twitter. So I want to see how that is different. I heard Spills is giving Black cookout vibes. So, yeah, I want to check it out.
Tap into both of them. I'm gonna just put the same posts up. I 9 times out of 10 times out of 10, I'm not following everybody that I follow on Instagram.
I'm not.
Because once people start talking, it's different.
Yeah.
Like, I don't be wanting to talk about what people be having to talk about, what be wanting to talk about. So I just be like,
yeah, I'll follow you on Instagram, but I'm not gonna follow you on Threads. Absolutely not.
I feel like I'm probably gonna do what you did, what you said you did. How you would you followed everybody and then you're gonna go through and unfollow. I might do that just so I don't have to search for any names that I actually do want to follow. Mm-hmm. But I used to love my Twitter. Like, my Twitter used to be fire. And then somewhere after college, it just, like, I don't know where the funny people that I was following went. But I guess they got on Twitter. Because my timeline I don't even know.
Or they could have got blocked. A lot of people, not blocked, but deactivated. Like, their account could have got suspended or whatever.
That's possible.
Because they was suspended. For a minute, people were getting suspended for, like, people get suspended for stuff that they call hate speech, but it don't even be hate speech or whatever it is. But the thing that I will say about Threads, when I was coming on, I was like, wow, this reminds me of when I first got on Twitter, and I'm looking at the people, and I'm like, why do I keep seeing it? I keep seeing this person because I'm not following that many. Like, I'm following however many people I follow on Instagram, but it's only dependent upon who you confirm. So, like, I can send a request, but I can send a request to follow everybody, but I don't have to confirm. They don't have to confirm me if they don't want to.
So, okay, so you can follow people, but you can't see their stuff unless they confirm you. Is that how it works?
So I don't know if it was. I don't know if everybody confirmed me that I was already following, but I just know that when I had tried to add everybody, and it was saying, it had like a little pending section where it was like, this person hasn't confirmed you yet. So, like, maybe
you can only see people that you friends.
That you follow back.
Like on TikTok, in the beginning you was only able to message people that you was friends with.
Yeah, from what I saw, I just, and it's like, so again, you can request me to. You
gotta give value, people.
Yeah. But yeah, you can request me to follow you or whatever, but I don't have to accept the request. Just because we're already following each other doesn't mean that I automatically follow you.
So
from Instagram, like it'll basically send out the request. You just on your end, you just have to confirm it, and if you don't confirm it, then you don't follow. We don't
so
follow
if I don't confirm it, does that mean that you technically don't even follow me?
I feel like
it's like a friend request.
Yeah, it's like how it's fake.
It's Facebook.
Yeah, how Facebook is. Yeah, it'll just sit there.
Yeah, Twitter.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
That's funny.
That's interesting.
But yeah, that's just from what I saw. I was looking and I was like, oh wow, because most of like on Twitter you don't have to request to follow. Most
you
times,
just follow people
unless
they got private.
But I mean, and they had an option where you can make it public, make your stuff public and private as well. So if you wanted to do that, you can do that as well.
Yeah, I make my stuff public.
Yeah,
public figure.
I literally did. I was going through. I was like, let me just do this just so I can.
I'm a world leader, people. I was watching.
Go ahead.
I was watching 85 South on Earn Your Leisure,
and
it was talking about like influencers are really world leaders. It's just safer to say influencer.
I mean, to a certain extent, it depends.
It depends on the caliber of influencer that you are.
Yeah.
But like, if you have so many people following you, technically, and if they're actually following you and you're able to like monetize off of it, or be like, hey, I'm gonna be here, or put together your own type of events where they actually like
they're
consuming your content and supporting, then it's a big task.
It's just a lot of people aren't really doing much with their platform on an actual global level.
I don't value people.
I don't know if I would say something as big as world leader. When I hear world leader, I think of a lot more, like being able to shift more than just the people that you influence. That's how I
feel like
that's just me personally.
I feel like if Donald Trump could be president, then influencers could be world leaders.
No, that's true. That's true. That's accurate information. I can't even dispute that one.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like the idea of what a world leader is and looks like is technically shifting now because like so many things are different. Because I mean, even when you look at, I mean, of course, I initially do think about like politics and stuff like that and like actual leaders of countries. But when you think about how they were saying like the U.S. is a world leader and blah, 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 like they were saying that before, it's like, yes, but we also don't live in that world anymore. Like where they were a world leader or where one particular country was a world leader. Like you could say Beyonce is a world leader.
Yes.
But I don't know. I think that's I don't know. It's a weird thing because it's the world just isn't the same that it was. So like, what is a world leader?
That's why I said it's like I feel like people you can have influence over large amounts of people, but I feel like
the world isn't looking
because
to
again,
you.
I was gonna say the world isn't looking to you. The people, specifically, the world isn't looking to you. America is looking to you, and America itself.
But it's some people who have like they have fans and supporters in different places. So then at that point,
but then it's like the entire world still might not be looking to you. It might be certain groups of people or certain regions or whatever. But even like in the U.S., even if you're like a huge influencer in the U.S., the entire country may not know about you. Like, so I think that's why it's a weird thing. Because when you're talking about like actual like politicians and I guess global leaders on a political scale, a lot of times like the actual entire world is looking to that person. Or
I don't even think the entire world is ever looking for anybody certain. If we talking about global leadership, the other important people are looking towards them, but the regular people, like the commoners, they're not necessarily.
But they might be aware of them. Like they might be aware that they exist, or even like be knowledgeable of whatever is happening with them, even if they're not really looking to them to lead. They might just be on their radar.
And I was gonna say, just another point to me is, just because you can influence somebody to buy a shirt don't make you a world leader. That's just my opinion.
The definition of a leader.
I think influence, having a position of influence, you are able to lead. And I think that's true, but that's because I support you in this aspect. I'm not about to leave. Yeah, everybody shouldn't.
That's why everybody not getting followed on threads.
Exactly.
I don't subscribe.
Yeah. But just to say, one thing I was gonna say was I think it's funny that you followed people for different reasons on different mediums. Like, I never realized it until that very moment that I'm not going to these people for the same reason that I go to people for Twitter. I just didn't think about it.
I feel like now it's different. Before, it was just because I knew you. Like, initially, I was following people and stuff because I knew them. And it was like school type of stuff. Like, I knew you. Oh, follow on here. Now, I want to learn something. Where the value at? I want to be interested in what you have to say because I'm actually reading it. Like, I have time. Like, I got time to read, so I'm actually reading. I just want to see. Yeah.
I feel like it's similar to having like different friend groups, like different friends. Like, you meet people maybe in different scenarios, so like you're friends with them for maybe a different reason than you're friends with your high school friends. So like, let's say you meet somebody who, like, you're at a cooking class or something like that, and then like, you know, y'all was getting along, cracking jokes, whatever, and then but then you also have your other friends where maybe you don't necessarily act differently, but like your interests align in different areas. So like, I'll go to this thing with you because like we have the same taste in comedy, or I'll go to this thing with y'all because like we love the same type of music type of thing. So I feel like it's kind of like that because I mean, at this point, I don't even know who I was actually following on Twitter. I just know my timeline was hilarious. And in college, I was retweeting everything. I didn't personally tweet that much. I did sometimes. It was like a stretch, but I wasn't really saying nothing. But I was retweeting a lot of stuff, and I would just be on Twitter. Like, that was my go-to platform for a long time. I forgot what I was going to say, but I do feel like it's like different, like having different friends, different interests, like align.
And I was going to say with Instagram, it was like pictures. Now I could see you, I can see what you got going on. It's different aesthetics, and it's like, oh wow, I actually like that. Wow.
And the thing with Instagram was like, unlike Snapchat, because did Instagram come out before Snapchat? Oh, anyways. I was.
Unlike Tumblr. Tumblr was before both of them.
I was late to Tumblr.
Yeah, Tumblr was fire. They had great art pieces. Yeah. Tumblr was like to a degree, it was like a Pinterest before Pinterest.
Yeah.
But it was they had some gems, and people were. It was like a vlogging.
Yeah, it was like vlogs,
but like picture. Yeah.
I wasn't able to get it. I feel like that's where the aesthetic started. Aestheticism. I feel like that's where it started. Cause like I was just doing my little scroll thing, and it was just like the way stuff was set up. It was a vibe. But I was like, I want to be there. Just didn't pan out.
I didn't make it to Tumblr until college, I don't think. And I think I only made it for a class. And then after that, I was like, dang, this is actually nice.
I was on Tumblr in high school because people was on it. And I was like, what's that? So I'm looking, doing a scrolly thing. A little scroll. Wow, that's good. That's art.
Yeah, so I like got on there late. But I was going to say, like, I was slow to get on Instagram because I didn't like taking pictures. So then I got on Instagram. Then I realized I like taking selfies. I just don't like taking like regular pictures. I like taking regular pictures now, but and then there was Snapchat, and Snapchat was cool because like you communicate with people and it's your friends, and it would be like quick stuff, and then you had stories and stuff, and then Instagram took all of their stuff. Oh, and them Conehead videos you used to do used to be hilarious. You had to be there. Okay.
You talking about my head shake.
But I feel like I don't know. Facebook just keep building off of all of these other platforms, and I had saw something that was like any platform that won't let Facebook buy it. Facebook just takes whatever they're doing and adds it to
like
America.
thing.
They be like, I like what you doing over there. You want to get in the business? Word.
Yep.
So we just made your thing 2.0.
Right.
Or it don't know.
Sometimes it be 0.05, but it be on there, and then eventually the other app just starts to phase out. Like, so.
I mean, TikTok's still
business model. Yeah, I bet TikTok not going nowhere.
Yeah.
TikTok not going nowhere.
I don't know though, because I don't know what other changes they're about to make to Twitter. Oh, you said TikTok.
Yeah, Instagram is not getting TikTok out here. Not with them reels.
Oh, TikTok not getting out it. TikTok will be around for a while. Because they also kind of, well, I mean, all of them kind of paved their own way. But even with like the government was trying to get TikTok out of here. TikTok is going to be here for a while. Because it's also like a free.
Yeah.
I was going to say what TikTok did and what they were able to do in the amount of time that they did it.
Yeah.
Like they solidified now. Like, especially like the pandemic. It made the world smaller. Now I'm seeing everybody, they got the dances and it wasn't just the people that 9 times out of 10 you're not seeing the people that you follow.
Yeah.
So you're just seeing random stuff and it's like, oh, I like this. And it's like, oh wow.
And that's another thing, that's what I was thinking about when I got on there. I was like, well, I think the thing I like about Twitter, TikTok, that I didn't necessarily always love about Instagram is that I had the option to see people I had no idea. And it didn't feel like a sponsored post.
Yes.
That's how Instagram usually has it. It's sponsored post. I mean, TikTok has sponsored posts, yes. But like, most of the stuff that I see that's random is like it's geared for me and like random stuff. Like
the sponsored post, at least for TikTok, it came later.
Yeah.
And
I remember.
Yeah, it came later. And I mean, I ain't been on in a minute, so I don't know how frequent the sponsored posts come up, but it stopped coming up as frequent for me.
Nah, I be skipping anytime I see it.
I still
every
skip,
4 or 5. I be like, shh.
I watch some of them. I'm not gonna lie, because some of them be interesting.
I don't watch the same.
And I'll be like, what is that?
It almost got me a couple times with cybersecurity.
It almost had me too.
Oh dang, maybe I should. Maybe I should do some studies.
All I was saying was investing. Investing in manifestation. That's all I was saying. I'm like, oh wow, they manifested. Hold on, why does this feel like an ad?
It's too polished.
Yeah, I was like, this don't feel like a real person.
And then you look in the corner and say sponsor.
Yeah, real
like,
small.
Dang.
I'm like, I've
seen you before. Your regular posts don't look like
That's what I'm saying. That's why they almost had me with the guy who he'll be giving out restaurant secrets and he'll be like, come in closer. And then he'll zoom in and he'll be like, did you know that if you go here and you order Coke and they blah blah, basically all the restaurants. So he was doing one of them. I was like, wait a minute. You fooled me.
You fooled
Get out of
me.
here. I don't want to see your sponsored post. Let me see your regular post, man. They paid you to tell me these hacks. This ain't real.
I watched this for 15 seconds.
Yeah. Call me. Now they going to send me every sponsored post. Get out of here.
I'll be watching them sometimes. I mean, only if it interests me. I mean, let me see what y'all doing.
The only reason I really want to get back on, log back in to stuff, I just want to see who unfollowed me. That's it. I just want to see who unfollowed me.
Yeah, people gonna be hurt when I don't follow them on the rest. Cause like I'm about to.
Yeah, I'm probably. I don't know.
Is it rude that it's like I'd much rather see what you doing or see the pictures you posting than hear you. I don't want to see. I don't want to.
People.
Yeah, I don't want to hear you. I want to see you.
A lot of people a better aesthetic.
They're communicators.
Yeah.
And it's hard to be funny in words, like just words. Me reading it. But hard to be funny.
Also, some people's opinions I just don't like. So it's like, all right,
subscribe to this.
But and then also, if I see you say something on Threads that I don't like or on any other platform, I'm likely gonna go unfollow you on all platforms.
Yeah. You know what I kept saying too? Again, this is another thing that reminded me of.
Unless I can't find your name.
This is something that reminded me of old Twitter. I kept saying, "Good morning." Say it back. I said, "Yo, what is this? 2010? Oh my gosh!"
Grand Rising.
Yeah, I saw a few of those. I was
man.
like, oh my God, I forgot this was a thing. I was like, this is where all of y'all went? All of y'all Grand Rising and Good Morning people?
They switched to text messages.
Yeah. But they stopped, they got on Twitter when everybody actually had opinions.
Yeah, and they switched to text messages.
Yeah.
They just text people directly like, good morning. And now they on threads.
And then the chain messages.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
I don't want them chain messages to come back. Grandma had sent me one of those a few weeks ago.
I'm covered by the divine, by the ancestors.
You know where the chain messages went? They went to Instagram, so like they'll be in the middle of Instagram posts. So if you not Instagram, Facebook. If you ever go back on Facebook,
oh my gosh,
it'll be a chain of Facebook posts, and you'll be like, this is like a text thread.
yes,
Why
now
is
they
this
be
still
like,
going?
I bet you won't share this post. I'm covered by the blood of Jesus, and Jesus is the Lord and Savior, head of my life, but I bet you won't post this too. There's not even like a share button here.
I bet you won't post Jesus was vegan.
They be like,
I'll
copy
post
and
it.
paste this so that we know it's real. And then
I'll put that on a shirt. I'm gonna say Jesus was a vegan.
I'm
Bag's
gonna say,
stop me if I'm lying.
mine gonna say Jesus was a pescatarian. At me.
Thread me.
But
I'm gonna say Jesus was drinking wine.
he's a wine bibber.
Jesus was a drunk.
Oh, I ain't
He
gonna
say
say
all
that.
A wine bibber.
It just meant he drank wine.
You know, that's Spanish for drink. Bibber.
Beber. To drink.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it
Y'all
was
saying-
Bibber.
Oh,
It was like bibber.
Biber.
You gotta read the Bible.
Oh, you said
Okay.
BBER? Oh,
Yes.
Bibber. Bieber. Lord, Jesus was a believer.
But dang, you made me lose my thought. Oh, when I realized that those messages were just, I don't know, it took me a while because I feel like when people first started doing that, like, you know, if you don't share this, you going to hell. If you don't type amen, you going to hell, something like that. But then I really started thinking, y'all just trying to get like, shares and retweets and stuff like that. The Lord knows my heart. The Lord knows my heart.
They be like, if you don't say amen, you going to hell. I'm like, what?
I'll see you there.
I'm sitting there like, we'll have to see these posts.
Y'all using Jesus for clickbait. Ridiculous. So now I just be like,
Fear tactic.
But yeah, I think the experience is gonna be different. I mean, it's cool. Again, it just reminded me of early Twitter, and I was like, okay, I think the community that's gonna be there is gonna be a lot different than Twitter.
mm-hmm.
So just being mindful of, hey, this is about to go totally different.
I actually want to partake in the posting on there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I'm gonna utilize it, but I do want to be a threader, like a consistent threader. I'm not gonna be posting every thought that I have, but like strategically or just give some value out.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking about, because it's so early on, and it's like, might as well just set the wave of what it's actually gonna be. Because before we were on it. I don't know if y'all were on it in 2010, but I was on it.
Yeah, I was.
And that was back when it was Flashback Friday.
And 06 came, got all kind of bugs.
But all of that just, and like the vibe that Black Twitter set early on is what carried over for pretty much the entirety of the app. So just thinking about the people who I followed initially, like I remember Fabulous was one of those people who was hilarious he was out of pocket.
I used to follow him too.
He was out of pocket early, but it was hilarious.
My first Twitter had got hacked, and I made a new one.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have a lot of followers.
You did?
Yeah.
My followers were growing very steadily, and then I just stopped
It got
being
hacked.
on there.
I made a new one. And then once I made a new one, it was
Yeah. I understand. I mean, honestly, I feel like I don't know what I would be saying
I don't
on there.
either.
Like, I don't know what I would post because I haven't actually.
no, you going
Mm-hmm.
I don't want, but I also don't want it to be like promo-y.
Yeah,
like,
no,
I
I'm
just
not
would
gonna
want
do
to
that.
just post stuff, but I also.
I'm gonna post a book. Jumbo Friday.
I don't know. I don't know. Cause like I feel like when I was on Twitter, I mean I was young, so like I was saying song lyrics and stuff like that I wrote that nobody knew, but it applied to my life. So to my life. But like other than that, like I genuinely don't know what I would.
I don't either.
I was gonna say what I would tweet, but what is it? What would it be called?
Thread and needles.
Yeah.
What would I thread? What would
Seamstress.
I sew? What would I sew on the app? I don't know.
I literally had put that in the song yesterday.
What? Sew? Thread needles?
I need a seamstress.
I need a seamstress. Seamstress. Beamstress. How you put that in a song?
Seamstress, you seem stressed.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't that. It definitely wasn't that.
That's better than what I came up with.
Definitely wasn't that.
Throw that out there just because.
But
You're not going for me, sit.
I am.
That's so good.
That's the second time you did that. He's like, alright, he touched the thing.
But I didn't touch the button. Nah, but I feel like that goes into, like, at least for us, our brand.
Mm-hmm.
So understanding our brand, what's authentic to us, like what would we be saying? I'm gonna just put Grae Area said, actually, backspace. My first thread might be, Jesus was a vegan. Stop me if I'm lying.
Thread me
if I'm lying.
Thread me. Sow a seed below.
Sow a seed.
With my cash app. Taking tithes and offerings.
Yeah, that's hilarious. But remember, it's just gonna be people that you follow on Instagram.
No, it's not.
He's like,
I'm
I ain't
switching up
following
the
him.
Yeah, oh, okay, my
Switching up the
bad.
whole algorithm.
It's gonna be you to start.
it's
It's
gonna
just gonna
be-
be.
It's gonna be the conscious community.
So then, how do you find new people though?
You can still search people because again, most people. If you have an Instagram, you can still search people.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know.
It's Twitter.
You know,
Remind yourself, it is Twitter.
Okay.
It's just slight with a few minor changes.
it's wild because, like, people go to, like, when you first meet somebody, they'll go see your Instagram, see what you like, see how you are. Now they can go there, and then they can also go
Go to
see
your
your threads.
threads.
And, like, they see how you are, see the aesthetic, see what you look like, how you present yourself on Instagram with the pictures and everything. Then they go to the threads and be like, okay, what do he or she
But
think
that's
about? Like, what's going on up here? And they just reading, like, yo, this is wild.
He
This is
said
wild.
Jesus was a vegan.
Yeah. And that's the part. That's the part where I remember like. I had one of my old coworkers. She used to say, depending on how you address me, I'll know where you know me from. If you call me da da da, I know you know me from high school. If you call me da da da, I know you know me from Twitter. If you know me from Twitter, it's like you gonna get a totally different side of me because you're getting the Twitter version versus the Instagram. My mother on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not about to be wilding on Instagram, so it's like just seeing you get different sides of people from different social medias.
That's the other thing too. Like when people be having family members following them, you don't like their Facebook be totally different from their other platforms.
I want all my stuff to be not exactly the same but cohesive. Like, so if you see me on here,
This
in
is
this
who I
light,
am.
this how you gonna see me over here. It's just now this is the picture version of me.
Or I might
this
be a
is the
little bit
video
funnier
version of me.
here because these are my actual thoughts.
Yeah, and I don't got time to backspace. I just hit record and it's
I
like,
got 5 characters to get my point. I said 500 characters
500 is crazy.
to get my point.
I would write a whole paragraph and then be like, fill in the blank. Like, what's the conclusion? What did y'all get from this?
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, I might check it out. My first thought though, when I saw it and when I had seen spells, I was like, not another social media platform. Like that was my only thought. I was not excited.
Now I got something to say. I'm a world leader.
I got stuff to say, but I don't know.
I don't know, cause I'm going into a phase where I don't want to just talk. I want to speak a lot less And
Well, you're gonna be writing. So how we go?
you actually sound like how the not no more, but the first time.
Now we can't call it. Well, I guess if you on Twitter, you can call it Twitter fingers. But like, what if you on Threads?
Sewing fingers.
Ew. Ew.
They threading. What you need? Don't you need like a thimble or something to
Yeah,
do
you
threading?
need a thimble.
Got them thimble fingers.
Thimble
Thimble thumbs over there.
That's good. Thimble thumbs. Oh my goodness.
It's time with the thimble thumbs.
Thimble thumbs went crazy on them threads, huh?
Hey yo,
That's gotta be the name of this podcast. Thimble
you heard it here first.
Thimble thumbs. Dang.
That's fire.
Ooh man.
The first Grae Area thread is gonna be like, don't be out here with the thimble thumbs.
I feel like I got a lisp when I say that. Thimble thumbs.
Thimble thumbs. Oh man, that's funny though. I don't know.
Dang, it's wild. Y'all gotta wait a whole 45 minutes to hear about the thimble thumbs.
Oh, but if you're here live,
You made it.
You made it. You're here with us. No, but I feel like I'm interested to see what happens now. Even with that lawsuit that's happening between Elon and Meta. Just because, like, I don't know, will it hold up? Will it not hold up? There's also other apps that did the exact same thing, but
With actual Twitter employees.
yeah, yeah, they did it with actual Twitter employees. But it's also a thing of like, Twitter is not like a super complex platform, and it's been around for so long that if you were on Twitter for long enough and you're an engineer or you are a coder, you could figure out how to put Twitter together easily. Cause it's not even like he changed the platform when he got on there. It's all the same stuff. It's just
I pay for it.
yeah. So it's like CapCut.
Honestly, so I used to use this all the time.
Right, this was my go-to filter.
That's the last vlog I was doing. Before you go, sorry to cut y'all off. The last vlog I was doing, it was this. I believe it was either a transition. Yeah, it was a transition that I just used to use all the time, and I just clicked it, and now I'm trying to export it, and it's not letting me export it because I don't have a pro account, and I'm like, I didn't do anything different. I did this on my last.
So yeah.
On the last week. It was just last week when I edited the first.
That's what I found out about most of the. It's like most of the apps, the programs. It's like they realized that they gave us too much to start, and well, we need to make some more money. So we're gonna take this away from you. Cause you remember when Photoshop used to you buy the program, you have the entire program.
I had the whole suite.
Yeah.
And then like I bought Photoshop, but it came with like Illustrator. Like I had the entire suite.
And then now it's like, hey, we gave you too much. That was my bad. Let's reel this back. This used to be free. That's too good of a thing to be free. We don't want to make nothing new. Pay. I'm gonna need you to run that money.
Every month.
They do be doing a lot of updates and stuff.
Yeah.
At least with like Adobe.
Adobe does. I said Adobe Doobie. But Adobe does a lot of updates.
So that's why I like it. So I don't be having a problem. Like once I actually get to using it, I actually want the whole Creative Cloud.
But my thing is, if you going like scale back and now be like, all right, bro, you gotta pay for this stuff. Give me a free tutorial on how to use the stuff.
They got free tutorials everywhere.
I need more.
All you gotta do is how to use.
No, I want the company to curate it because
that's what Scarlett
you keep adding all
still
these,
ain't watched them videos.
you keep adding all these features or saying now I gotta pay for this. Well, I don't even know how to use this stuff, so let me know.
They be having. They do have it. Like once they upgrade stuff, once you go into it,
it'd be like
it gives you a
okay, got it.
Nah, you can click on it and it show you how to use the stuff or
in
what
the video
new features.
form?
I'm pretty sure I watched the video.
I saw
but a lot of times we just click, okay, I got it, because I don't feel like clicking through and reading or watching the video.
That is true. I've heard you do it. I was there.
I do it every time.
Yeah. Shoot, I mean, I pretty much did it with Threads when I went in. I was like,
man, I've been around since.
Yeah, I can figure this out.
This ain't that old.
And I'm reading, I'm like, it's about to take some time. And I'm like, let me just keep going. But I don't even need all of that. For me, I'd much rather them start off like,
a little bit.
No, I'm gonna say, if you start off with me paying, that's fine. Don't give me something and then be like, actually,
Or
so you gotta pay for this. Or give me like the
more.
trial. Yeah, I was like, give me a trial version, maybe, or give me more after. Like, don't just give me the. Like, give me an effect and then make it so that I can do more to the effect if I pay for it, as opposed to
trying to say, now you gotta pay for the basic version
like,
of the thing.
Yeah, this was free last week.
And y'all done changed the zoom lens.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's move on. But Threads.
thimble thumbs.
Thimble thumbs.
We out here thimble thumbing.
Alright, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I might make my account and then just so I can see, because I'm gonna be making like a content calendar and stuff like closer. Well, in a few weeks for my 12-week year or whatever. So I guess I'll add that to the list.
I'll see y'all in September.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna really start using it until after my 12-week year.
Figure out these socials.
But I might just make my account just so that I have my account. And I can see what it is.
Because I can do the video form for TikTok. I can do the short video form for TikTok. Do the picture form of whatever for Instagram. And a couple pods ago, I was like, I'm just using Instagram for pictures. Now, we here. And then I'm going to, whatever my captions say, I got 500 characters to thimble thumb it out.
Yeah, that's crazy. Don't be drunk threading out here, y'all.
Right. Do not be drunk threading.
Your mother might see it.
Unless you funny. If you funny, then just let the thimble thumbs fly. That was hard to say.
Thimble thumbs
Thimble
fly.
thumb.
Thumb thigh. Let the thumb thumb thigh.
Like Mike Tyson, I'm a warrior. I'm a fighter, I'm a warrior. Heart, I got a lion spirit.
But I think it'll be interesting. We'll see what happens.
Cool. I like social medias. I just I want to figure out my purpose on here and take up my space.
Yeah.
Not my space. But I just want to take up my space on whatever platforms I decide to actually use.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's my thing. I haven't really figured out, like, what do I want to say on here. So now it's like, all right, well, I don't want to be on here just saying whatever. Like.
And I want to, like, I speak in a certain way. So I also want to be able to
Articulate
thimble
that.
thumb it.
Thimble thumb it
Thimble
out.
thumb it in like my voice. Not how I think I sound, but how I actually sound. Like how I would actually talk to myself. Even like throw the B's in there.
I be.
Like
all
I be,
night,
yeah.
man. All day.
Yeah. But those are the people when I was on Twitter, like, I enjoyed their actual opinions because they were it was them, and it's like that. The people who I follow on Instagram, it's a totally different reason, and they might not have the same level of
Intellect. They was just there
yeah.
shaking ass. Like nah,
that they shaking ass, or maybe they just take pictures, you know. But yeah, some people just aren't good with words.
It seemed like Instagram was pouring out.
Yeah, just shaking ass.
There'd be some wholesome people on there.
and do.
Church pictures. Sunday's best.
I remember that used to be Sunday's best.
But yeah, this should be an interesting ride.
I think it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be funny.
You think it's gonna get Twitter out of here?
I think Twitter is gonna get itself out of
Yeah, I
here.
think Twitter is already out.
It's making its way.
Yeah, I think it'll still be around. Like, I don't think it's gonna like completely shut down, but like, I think Twitter has changed enough with this new subscription model that now it's like I mean, people was already looking for new platforms, regardless. So
Yeah. I just hope. I don't know what it is with social media apps, but like they'll get it right and then they'll just
Mess it up.
keep
They be trying to
messing
get it
it.
too right.
I'll be like, yo, just this. Only thing we ask for is a edit tweet button.
right, and
That's
y'all
literally
don't-
like the only thing people have asked for years is edit your tweet.
yeah.
That's it. Just can I do? I made a mistake. My bad. I misspelled. I used the wrong there. Can I go back and change it so I don't look like an idiot?
So I don't gotta delete this
You know
whole
what I'm
tweet
saying?
and then retype it out.
And hopefully it get the same
Yeah.
engagement.
You know what I'm saying? Like I edit, but maybe even if it was like everybody can see what you edited, just so that you like in the same way Apple does. Like, all right, you have a certain amount of time for you to edit it.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, this post was edited up. He edited his thread. I see what he's doing. He
But-
copy please. He trying to never mind. Trying to be PC out here.
But I mean, yeah. Well, I really think Twitter is getting itself out of here, and I don't think that whether this came out. I feel like if this came out with the original Twitter, nobody would probably care. But because like with the subscription based model, and then because the fact that people who were already verified lost their verification check if they didn't pay is wild.
Yeah, it made me go on Twitter just to see if like, am I tripping? Have I been on here for a minute? And then somebody I forget who I was looking at, but it was some artist, and I was like, this is their actual page, or is this somebody else making like somebody else made it? I was like, oh, this is their actual page. They just not verified. Oh, they just not paying for it. I understand. I wouldn't pay for it either.
But I think, but Instagram had introduced a paid verification program as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on with that, but I think because it happened with Twitter first, and like people were actually losing their blue checks because of it, I think that was like the start of its downfall. And we all know that Facebook just be copying off whatever other people are doing. And they like, oh, people actually paying for this from y'all? All right, then let's do that over here too. We've been waiting to introduce this, but we ain't want to be the first ones. That's basically what it felt like. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. But y'all got any final thoughts on Thimble Thumbs? Threader, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat,
None
Vine?
of it.
My thumb's gonna be thimbling.
Thimble Thumbs.
They may or may not. Probably.
Honestly, I don't know if
They
I'm.
probably
I
won't.
don't know if I'm gonna have a thimble thumbs, but I definitely just wanted to see what was happening. What's going on here?
Yeah.
If y'all don't get followed, I'm sorry.
Word.
It's not you. It's just your thoughts. I
don't subscribe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I like what you do. Your life looks nice. You take nice pictures, nice videos, but I just don't want to hear you talk.
I want to hear you.
You
I don't
think?
want to hear you think. I don't want to see. I don't want to read your thoughts. I don't got no context. Maybe you said it nicer than it read. It didn't read well.
The fact that you're apologizing now is wild.
It just didn't read well.
You gonna be
With love.
You're
With
not
love.
following a lot of people. That's
I'm gonna follow y'all on Instagram. We still here. The OG.
We still rocking on.
Yeah, I still rock with you. I just don't. It's a lot of reading. Is a lot. I like to read.
You gonna mess up reading for me.
I don't read this.
I just started reading.
But if y'all have any thoughts on Threads, definitely comment below. Let us know what your thoughts are. If you gonna have Thimble Thumbs, or if you already got Thimble Thumbs out in these streets, just let us know. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon. We do record our podcast at least 1 to 2 months in advance. This episode will likely be out a lot sooner, but typically 1 to 2 months in advance. So yeah, join us live on our Patreon, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Adios.
Stay blessed, stay black, people.
Thimble thumbs. Thimble thumbs.
Get on my face.
A lion spirit, I swear, I'm a fighter, I'm a warrior, I'm a lion.
Get on my face.
Still recording, alright.
Uh-huh.
Gotta get back.